Victory is within reach. We're going to do it. We're going to get the remaining Hamas terrorist battalions in Rafah, which is the last bastion, but we're going to do it, and in this I agree with the Americans. We're going to do it while providing safe passage for the civilian population so they can...
There has been a lot of speculation and rumor around the war in Gaza and the October 7th surprise Hamas attack on State of Israel. It has been said that the attack was 2 years in the planning in Gaza. So the question many are asking, with some justification, is why there was such a catastrophic intelligence failure, which meant that the attack caught the Israeli military sleeping on the job.
Victory is within reach. We're going to do it. We're going to get the remaining Hamas terrorist battalions.
Israel has vowed to end Hamas' 16-year rule in Gaza and crush its military capabilities. On January 20th, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that he would not compromise on complete Israeli security control over the entirety of the land of Israel, including the West Bank.
As the German foreign minister said, they can't just disappear. Where are they supposed to go?
So many people are wondering if it is all about the October 7th incident, or if there is something more sinister going on.
And that's what we've done up to now. We're not cavalier about this. This is part of our war effort to get...
In 1999, British Gas discovered natural gas in the Gaza marine fields, 20 nautical miles off Gaza's coast, at a depth of 610 meters below the surface. British Gas's subsequent exploration, which included 2 successful wells, Gaza Marine 1 and Gaza Marine 2, revealed that the field potentially hold up to 1 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. The Oslo Accord, signed in 1995, granted the Palestinian Authority the right to exercise autonomy over its maritime area. For years later, following the discovery of offshore natural gas, the Palestinian Authority granted the international consortium British Gas a 25-year, 90% stake in a license to explore, develop, and build the necessary infrastructure. Since then, Israel has consistently blocked this development. In 2002, the Palestinian Authority approved British Gas proposals to build a pipeline to a processing facility in Gaza. However, the Israeli government delayed this development, saying that the pipeline should connect to an Israeli-controlled port. Not only that, Palestinians would have to supply Gaza marine surplus fuel to Israel at far below market price. When Hamas won the Palestinian legislative elections in Gaza in 2007, Israel imposed a militarized naval blockade that prevented further offshore development. Around the same time, Yam Thetis, an Israeli gas consortium, disputed the contract award to British Gas, further delaying the process. In December 2008, Israel declared authority over the Gaza marine area, in complete violation of international law, and British Gas closed its Tel Aviv operations. According to the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development report in 2019, the Levant Basin Province, which covers 83,000 square kilometers of the eastern Mediterranean Sea, and contains 122 trillion cubic feet of natural gas, is one of the world's most important natural gas deposits. Despite the fact that this reserve is located in waters bordering occupied Palestine, Lebanon, and Egypt, Israel has claimed exclusive access and revenues from the discovery. United Nations Conference on Trade and Development estimated the net value of the Gaza marine natural gas at $4.592 billion, energy and financial resources that could go a long way in addressing poverty in the region. Renewed interest in pursuing development of the Gaza marine field surfaced in 2022, following the war between Russia and Ukraine, the destruction of the Nord Stream pipeline, and the sanctions placed on Russia that caused a global energy crisis.
Попытки западных стран выдавить российских поставщиков, заместить наши энергоресурсы альтернативными поставками, неизбежно отразятся на всей мировой экономике.
Joint meetings were held between Israeli, U.S., Egyptian, Jordanian, and Palestinian Authority officials to discuss the project, which was given the go-ahead by Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu following his re-election. In particular, President Joe Biden and Egyptian government officials pressured Israel to pursue the project. On June 18th, Israel gave preliminary approval for the development of a gas field off the coast of Gaza. At the same time, Hamas official Ismail Radwan told Reuters, "We reaffirm that our people in Gaza have the rights to their natural resources." Negotiations between Egypt, Israel, and the Palestinian Authority were held under American auspices to manage Gaza's gas, which would be operated jointly by Cairo and Tel Aviv, with Hamas and the PA receiving a portion of the revenues. According to a source close to Hamas told London-based news outlet New Arab. On the other side, there were some important development taking place. According to the US-based website, The Intercept, 2 months before October 7th, the Pentagon began building a $35.8 million troop facility in Israel's Negev Desert, 20 miles from Gaza, allegedly as a radar site, to monitor for missile attacks on Israel. The base is part of a secret U.S. military presence in Israel. According to the New York Times, which cited 6 top foreign officials, that Israel has quietly tried to build international support for the transfer of several 100,000 civilians from Gaza to Sinai Desert, just across the border in neighboring Egypt.
And survivors tell horrifying details of their children's last moments.
The inhabitants of Gaza are well aware, as their forefathers experienced with the 1948 Nakba, that once Israelis forcefully expel Palestinians from Palestinian land, returning is a near impossible. Israel's war on Palestinians has not halted the Israeli regime's plans for additional oil and gas exploration. On October 29th, Israel announced that 6 companies, including British petroleum and Italian energy giant Eni, had received 12 licenses to explore additional offshore natural gas fields. These awards demonstrate that Israel has no intention of letting the genocide it is doing against the Gaza's people interfere with its ongoing theft of Palestinian resources.